Man, oh man, what a beautiful song. I absolutely adore Zelda music, from the somber tones of Twilight Princess to the happy melodies of Wind Waker. I think all of the music in the series is just straight heat. Objectively, I think it's just good music, but part of the reason that it holds the place in my heart that it does is the time period that I experienced it. In my opinion, one of the most powerful drugs in the world is nostalgia, and man, am I an addict. Now, I think this could be for a wide variety of different reasons, but I think I've been able to boil it down to just 3 things. First, when you're a kid, you are highly impressionable and incredibly malleable, so this means that the experiences that you have will shape the person that you're going to be in the future. Now, this is more so an immutable fact of life, but the difference is that as an adult, you have something called reasoning. Well, at least most of us do. And this reasoning allows you to process these experiences as opposed to the unabashed naivety of childhood. As a kid, this purity allows for you to truly immerse yourself in an experience and feel the full spectrum of emotions that that experience gives you. When you get older, there are just so many other thoughts that are floating around in your mind that kind of takes you away from that experience, which is actually kind of directly related to my second point. Back then, life was simple. For me, I didn't have to worry about my next meal. I had a roof over my head. In fact, my biggest worry was homework and what I was going to do with all the time that I had. I didn't really care about what people thought of me. I had no job, no bills, no student debt. Man, it was fantastic. Now, I'm not a doomer or saying that nowadays is terrible, but I think that throughout life there is an intricate waltz between responsibility and freedom. And the more freedom that you have, the more you can truly immerse yourself into an experience. So when I look back on my fond memories as a kid, they fill me with the warmest, fuzziest feeling. My last reason is the experience itself. Personally, my 2 biggest sources of nostalgia have always been TV shows and video games. Growing up, clearly I played a lot of Legend of Zelda, but I also played Pokemon, Super Mario Galaxy, Sonic Adventure, Modern Warfare 2, the good one, and just so many more games that were fantastic. And then on the other hand, I was also exposed to some phenomenal TV shows, such as Teen Titans, SpongeBob, Phineas and Ferb, Danny Phantom, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Samurai Jack, Totally Spies. I mean, I could keep going for a long time. For both games and shows, I was exposed to peak over and over and over again. But the fact of the matter is that not everything that I played back then was amazing. See, nostalgia has the tendency to blur your vision, if you will. Or, to put it bluntly, certain things were a lot worse than you remember. So, I wanted to start this series, where I go back and I look at the things that I enjoyed as a kid to see if they were truly as good as I remember. This new series is going to be called, drumroll please, Reality Check. Erasing the illusion of good games since 2024, I guess. Anyway, that kind of begs the question, what is today's episode going to be about? One of the most interesting and prevalent genres of games back then were tie-in games. As you might be able to guess, these were games that were typically based on a show or a movie. Games such as Hulk, Lego Star Wars, Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, Chicken Little, The Incredibles, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, Over the Hedge, and so much more. I cannot emphasize this enough that during this time, there were literally thousands of shitters being released. And to be fair, they're not all bad, but when 90% of them end up in the bargain bin, it speaks for itself, doesn't it? Honestly, the odds that a show or movie had a video game tie-in, particularly if it was kind of more aimed at kids, it had to be over 90%. It was ridiculous. It was very on trend for a game to be released that was based on either a TV show or a movie. But what if I told you there was also the opposite? A series where the video game came first and they had planned for a show later. Enter Tak and the Power of JuJu. The game was created and developed by Avalanche Studios, who you might actually know from their most recent release, a small little indie title called Hogwarts Legacy. They had partnered with TV giant Nickelodeon to publish a game back in 2003. Not only this, but when the game came out, they had already planned for a licensed Nickelodeon TV show to be released a few years later. Now, I think the plan here was to let the series garner some amount of hype before they released this series later, but honestly, I'm not 100% sure about that. If you're more interested in the kind of dev process and what the history of the game is, then I encourage you to go check out the link, Then I encourage you to go check out the video I encourage you to go check out the video linked in the description below, as that creator does an incredible job of kind of going over the ins and outs of that process. But that's not why I'm here today. I'm here because when I was a wee lad, I remember playing Tak. Well, Tak 2 in the Staff of Dreams specifically. I don't know what happened, but I only ever owned and played Tak 2, and boy was it a trip. So with that in mind, I wanted to revisit the game and see if it truly was the fever dream that I remember. Get it? Because it's the Staff of Dreams. So relax, sit back, and get ready for this wild ride on my Staff of Dreams. In this game, we play as Tak, the mighty shaman warrior of the Hupu Nunu tribe. I wish I could come up with some clever joke for this tribe name, but honestly, it just reminds me of that one species of frog.
To Preston, it resembled the critically endangered Telmatobius coolius, or Titicaca water frog.
Anyway, presumably in the last game, Tak was able to defeat an evil shaman named Tlaloc, and now because of this, he has been summoned to the Dream Realm by this floating ball of light to take on a new quest. This new quest involves saving a princess that is held captive by the evil Dream Guardian that wields the Staff of Dreams. Sounds pretty simple, right? Well, there is a small caveat.
Mission?
Nah, don't think so.
No, wait. Hello? You're not supposed to
He's like, yeah, I don't want to deal with that shit. Fuck you.
Maybe you don't understand, Tak.
People always say that kind of stuff in dreams. What's the point? I'm probably gonna wake up any minute.
No,
Any
Tak.
minute. Any minute.
If you do not accept this challenge, you will never wake up again.
Oh.
So, yeah, we're basically blackmailed into taking this on, but what are you gonna do? After accepting the quest, we make our way through this first level in the Dream Realm, where we learn the controls of the game. We have a jump, a double jump, we can glide, and we have a staff that is capable of both melee and ranged attacks, so it's pretty simple. We moved through the tutorial with ease, given my impressive platforming skills, and I do mean impressive, before we take on the boss of the Dream Realm, a pit fiend. That's all of the polygons that they were allowed to use in games back in 2003. All in a single creature. They just have to beat up these tentacles. Oh, that's nasty. What did they use for the sound effects in this shit, man? What the hell? Ah! Dude, I just screamed like that. We barely defeat the boss on our first try, which earns our way back to the real world, where our two companions, Locke and Jabulba, await. Oh,
It's too strong. We might lose.
What are you doing? Locke, no! That's against TOS! We let them know of our quest, trick the dumbass Locke to go get some sandals, and then, I shit you not, Jabulba turned himself into a flea, which is the funniest shit I've ever seen. So this first level is crucial in setting the expectations for the rest of the game, which honestly it does a really good job of. A couple of things that I noticed immediately is that, first, the game is just funny. Most of the jokes land, at least for my sense of humor, and my favorite character, Locke, is voiced by Patrick Warburton, who you have definitely heard before.
Plan beta. You grab their nose, they can't breathe, they wake up real fast.
Look, I think he's turning blue.
No, Tak's always looked a little blue.
Not that blue.
Oh, he's got drool coming out of his mouth.
So we set off on our journey now that we are awake once more. Our first destination is JB's house. JB is Jabulba's brother and is some sort of mystic dream expert, I guess, that is going to help us with our quest. As we trot along, we run into the first enemies of the real world.
Woodies. These nasty wood spirits.
A woody? You gotta be joking. Dude, what are they doing with that squirrel? Down! What the fuck, guys? Dude, I'm beating the shit out of him. Dude, I saved you! Oh, what the hell? You save a guy and he just starts throwing acorns at you. Now, after saving that ungrateful bastard, we continue on to find a JuJu Shrine. The purpose of a JuJu Shrine is to summon a JuJu spirit. These spirits will help us along our journey in some way. The way to summon them is to place this tiki upon the shrine. So off we go to find out a way onto the ledge where the tiki is. Along the way, we find out some fun facts. First, bears are incredibly fascinating creatures. Dude, look at this bear. Damn, look at that dump truck! Woo!
Good bounce up.
Dude, that's so fucked up.
I'm here to help you.
Second, our flea friend Jabulba is able to either aggravate animals or put them to sleep with a simple bite. Don't ask me how that works. What? Dude, what the fuck? Third, oh dude, what? I'm going Super Saiyan? Well, not quite. We get JuJu power, which is effectively just chi, as it empowers whatever we do, and it's based on a meter in the top corner, so Tak is basically a Saiyan. This first power is called the JuJu Run, and it is exactly what it sounds like. Once we get to the ledge, we grab the tiki and then head to the shrine to summon this majestic creature. What
Excuse me.
the fuck?
Hello?
What is he
I
eating?
summoned you? Yeah.
This is one of the only things that I distinctly remember from this game, and man, is it even weirder than I
Don't get
thought.
upset about it. Maybe I should find another JuJu.
No, wait.
The
I'm
fuck?
so sorry.
Basically, this JuJu spirit is going to help us get down the river, but we have to first get him some more JuJu candy. This requires solving yet another puzzle.
Where's the...
Let me take a guess. Beat the shit out of this. Then come over here. I can't get in the water. So I gotta scare him all the way up. Yeah. Get. Tim fishy, fishy, fish, making it stinky. Oh, you rat bastard. Alright, fine. Come on. Oh, no, wait. You weren't supposed to... Ow. Oh, dude, I'm gonna die to a fucking squirrel. Oh, my God. Dude, look how fast he's slinging those things. So, besides the fact that I'm ass in this game, you might have noticed that most of the puzzles in the game are based on animals, which is cool in concept. But if that means that I have to get literal shit sprayed on my face, then count me out. I mean, you can legitimately see the poop particles spraying onto our face. Anyhow, I continue looking for a way to the candy cave. I have some trouble finding out how I get over to the cave until I stumbled upon a new mechanic on complete accident. Let's game plan a little bit more. Can I get like a double jump or something to get a further bounce on him or something? But I said, get the fuck out of here. All right, that works. From here, I'm able to flawlessly deliver the barrel of JuJu candy and boom powder to the hungry spirit. So now that I got the candy delivered, surely he'll just send us on our way, right? Surely nothing weirder could happen, right?
Oh yeah, yummy.
What the
Now give me
fuck?
a chocolate munch.
Dude, I'm the same as Locke here. What the fuck is...
Maybe you two want some alone time, because what you're doing is freaking the lock.
Me too, Locke. Me too. This purple fuck is busting every single time he eats a piece of candy, and I wish I was exaggerating. Unfortunately, my boy Locke is going to have to take one for the team here.
Why don't you feed me another lollipop? Because you're disgusting. Grape! Creamy center! Help me!
Locke would have done the world a favor by letting that thing die. In fact, that's going to be my headcanon, because God, I never want to see it again in my life. And I won't have to, right? Now, this next level is similar to Toa Kopaka's from my last video. In that level, we were playing as a dope Bionicle sledding down a mountain on his shield, whereas in this level, we are a fat, short shaman in a barrel floating down the river. So they're basically the same thing. Although this level has quite a few more obstacles than Kopaka's does. Okay. Damn! Relax! Okay. Oh, sweet. That worked. Oh, I'm actually hitting some strats here. Oh, I'm speeding by. And as long as I pick up enough feathers, I can literally run into everything. So we're golden. I was able to make it down the river on my first try solely because the feathers kept me alive. But unfortunately, right after, I get skill gapped by a cutscene.
Watch out, Tack! Ahead of us!
Come on.
Jaboba, maybe you're getting a little too old and a little too nervous for this whole shooting the rapids thing.
Not that one, you fool.
Shooting the
This one.
rapids. So back to the Dream Realm we go for yet another tutorial. And man, am I clearly thrilled about it. Sweet. More of this filthy shit. This time we get taught some more advanced techniques. Oh, I got a combo. Look at that. I get to show off some more of my sick platforming skills. And we get introduced to new enemy types. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I remember these guys.
Send a new nightmare. Should it clamp down on your head, beat on it with your thwack.
Beat my thwack off? Bro, what are you talking about?
Ah, another new enemy.
Dude,
The
what are
Dream
these
Guardian must be
enemies, bro?
taking notice of your progress.
Gotcha. I feel like I'm kind of just being used as a pawn here, though, to be honest. Oh, combos. And then we finish the level with the same boss as last time. A pit fiend. Let's go. I'm learning. He's learning. What? Oh, what? Dude, I just got womboed. I didn't know that was possible. Oh, I gotta restart. Where are they? Bro couldn't hit a wet foul. Ooh! Ooh! No, wait, no, get up! Okay. I'm fine. I did it! I did it! I didn't die. Let's go. After beating the boss, we wake back up and continue on our journey to JB's house. First half of this level is pretty straightforward, but we do get introduced to a few new animals. What's he gonna do? He's fucking out of here, man. I don't know.
A boar.
Oh, a classic
They
boar.
are
I
very
actually know what to do.
territorial and at home in the mud.
What the fuck is this? A new enemy type that can resurrect the dead
Woody
woodies.
shaman. They can be very dangerous, Tack. Be careful.
And a new power. Ooh, another power. Let's go. Big JuJu damage. Let's go. The level was going incredibly well until it wasn't. All right, I know what to do here. All right. Thought I did at least. Jesus Christ, this boar is going to be the death of me. Nope, I got hit by the shaman. Oh. No. No. No, I don't have any saves. No, don't say that. That's right. The fucking game froze. And through my hour of playing, I have not saved a single time. Which means that I have to replay everything again. Which, honestly, an hour isn't that bad, but then I have to face that thing. After restarting, we continue to make our way forward, discovering yet another new power that is significantly cooler than the previous two. Yikes, but I'm not the biggest fan. Okay.
More shaman power is
Double jump,
yours.
then LB. Oh shit, slow-mo. Wow, look at that. After that, we keep moving until we stumble upon the incredibly smart Locke doing Locke things.
Tack, we must cross that bridge.
Hold on there, not so fast. You won't get away that easily, Woodies. Ugh. Now, with your only means of escape destroyed, you have no choice but to deal with the warrior Locke. Oh, hey! Not so fast. Whoa! Oh!
With the bridge down, we inevitably need help from a JuJu spirit. Luckily, the Tiki was incredibly easy to get, and we are able to summon this Brainiac.
Hey, how did you... Aren't you supposed to wait until I put the tiki in?
I knew you were going to put the tiki in. I read minds. I foretell the future.
Oh, well then you know what I'm gonna ask you.
How you can cross the chasm, I know.
In order for us to keep going, we need to go find 3 magic stones, which will somehow get us across the chasm, I guess. Anyhow, I was able to collect all 3 stones pretty easily and return them to Megamind.
It wasn't easy, but I've got the 3 stones you wanted.
Excellent. Give them to me. There. It's just a little something I picked up on the night shift.
Hell yeah, Squidward was able to make some new bolas for us, which we can use as a grappling hook to cross the canyon. Once we do this, we get to watch the comedian Locke do some more Locke things.
7, 8, 9, 10.
It is a long way to the bottom.
Then we get jumped by the Woodies, and back to the Dream Realm we go.
Tack. The princess awaits. However, you still have more to learn before you can face the Guardian.
How fucking fantastic, another tutorial. Although, I guess this time it is specifically for learning how to use the bolas, which is pretty nice.
Excellent. whisk.
Damn, these are heat-seeking missiles.
You have your bonus.
This is a classic dream level where we keep killing nightmare creatures and get introduced to some new monsters. But these guys are actually way more deadly than anything we've run into currently. How do I deal with this thing? I wasn't listening. Let's go. I did it. I did it. But get one. It was all just two.
Next we meet.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Begin your assault on the Tower of the God. Swallowed by an egg.
Holy shit.
Quickly now.
Then we have to fight the boss, another pit fiend, but this time we do have to actually kill the main body after the tentacles. Now, although this fight was a bit chaotic, ironically, it still felt easier than the last pit fiend that we fought, and I certainly died less. Ah, run! Dag, run! Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I had to do it when there's no electricity. Ah, I see, so I shielded up. Oh no! No, I won! No! Okay, holy shit. When we wake up from our dream realm escapade, we find ourselves in prison. Eventually, Locke gets put in here with us, and then we step onto this circular lift. Yep, we find ourselves in a coliseum, and unfortunately, we are the gladiators. Luckily, we have quite a variety of moves in our arsenal now. Watch this, watch this. Slow-mo, let's go. We even end up getting a new move after we defeat the first wave of enemies, not that I end up needing it anyway, once I found my spin move. Oh, trust me, dude, I'm going nuts on him. After losing control and becoming a Beyblade for a couple minutes, I was able to wipe out most of the Woodies, except then we get introduced to this big bitch called the Woody Warrior. As it turns out, if we want to take him down, we gotta give him some back shots. Ow. That fucking hurt. Try, buddy. Whoa, look at that. Styled on him. The final wave includes these mobile catapults, which proceed to kill me not once, but twice in a row because they literally one-shot me. After taking out all of the Woodies, Tak uses one of the catapults to launch himself out of the arena. We end up landing in the next level, the Gloomleaf Swamp. The swamp is a pretty interesting place and has some new mechanics. First, you can't go into deep water, otherwise this happens.
We are in the middle of the Gloomleaf Swamp.
No! Which means that throughout the level, we will be sticking to shallow water and lily pads. But even that doesn't stop these damn gators. Oh, dude! Now, take a guess what our goal is going to be for this level. I'm not going to give you any hints.
Look for a shrine so we can get a JuJu to help us.
This guy's solution to everything is just getting a JuJu to help us. That's right, another JuJu spirit. Off we go looking for a shrine, I guess. We do find out a way to get past these gators, and that is with yet another animal, although this one is one that we've already seen before. After that, we end up getting the JuJu bolas, which is another boring power. Then we get introduced to the sheep hamster wheel. The sheep wheel, I guess. Then we meet yet another animal. Oh no, the frog. Jabulba! You bastard. We also find another use for the sheep. Up. Oh, that's sick. Oh, see, they don't know that I'm here. Look at that. You dumbass. And finally, we find the JuJu spirit.
Hey, not again! You guys are killing my festive feeling! Party poopers, leave me alone! Hey, can you guys quit that?
So somehow this incompetent bag of bones will be helping us out of the swamp, or at least that's what Jabulba says. So we need to get his tiki back from the Woodies. We get some extra health as a power, which is nice, I guess. But so far, most of these power-ups have felt pretty worthless. And despite the utilities of more health, can't there be, I don't know, something more interesting? I mean, you have JuJu power, and what have you used it to do so far? We have one really cool move, and then we have just stuff that enhances our run and our attacks, like, that's it? The next puzzle, if you want to call it that, has to do with these barrels of boom powder. We need them to progress, but obviously we don't want them to explode while we are carrying them. We have to do this 3 more times, one with these totems shooting darts at us, one with these axes that are swinging on the path that we need to go, and then we have to take the right path on these pressure plates, which was a task in and of itself. Skirt! Run! Run! All right. Left. 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 Okay. Right. Left. What if I just bolted it? That was not the answer. After many failures on those pressure plates, we finally get past this section and hop on this lift, which actually takes us to the top of the Woody Arena. We sneak around the rafters of the arena, then we find the Woody leader and we steal the tiki from right behind his back. Of course, we now need to escape from the Woodies, and we do that via a river. God damn it. Somehow I got a boat, which is a lot easier to control than a barrel, to be honest. Real shocker there, right? And there are Woodies running up on me trying to steal the tiki back. I'm getting my shit beat in. What is the end of this thing? Oh. It's right here. Anyhow, we were able to meet up with Bones to give him back his tiki.
You got my tiki back from those dirty little knotheads!
The Woodies won't bother you anymore.
Dude, he said that like a slur. What the actual fuck? Bones is able to get us out of the swamp, and we get rewarded with this cutscene.
Great shaman? You look like a blood-sucking freak!
Yes, well, I am a bit.
I can take you out of the swamp, no problem! I'll lead you out of the swamp myself. You guys look like you really know how to party!
Bro. Oh, he's a partier. What the fuck? JB's house is finally in sight. Unfortunately, some hooved creature... Hooved? Pretty sure it's hooved. Casts a spell on us that knock all of us out.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
That being said, let's fucking go. We are now playing Garfield Kart, or Tack Kart, and man, am I so excited for this. Luckily for me, my driving skills are far better than my platforming skills. All right. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. This is gonna be awesome. The idea of this level is that we are driving up to the gates of the Guardian Tower, where, as you can imagine, the Dream Guardian lives. In order to progress through this level, we have to destroy literally everything in sight. Pit fiends, vines, and these other tentacle things. I also want to be very clear. It is damn near impossible to control this catapult if I am moving with any amount of speed, so I do have to take it pretty slow while I go around and slay these beasts. As we get closer to the tower, there are actually a lot less beasts and more platforming? Race forming? Okay, well, that just sounds wrong. The point is that there are a lot less enemies and there are more jumps and obstacles that we have to maneuver. Look at that. And I took care of all the vines. Okay, well now what in God's good name is this? All right. So where to next? Okay, nope. That wasn't it. So we wait here and hit a little boosty boost. The next one is that one. Stop. We could just hit this. Go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There's no way this works. What? Oh, that's fucking cool. All right, and nothing goes wrong here. And I did it. Let's go. For a JuJu potion? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. How do I get in here? Do I just bust it down?
Rift exit.
We end up finishing the level with ease and ditch Bones and Locke to go and see JB. Psych, it turns out there is yet another level to go through to get to the house. This level doesn't really have anything special about it. Most of the puzzle elements are things we have seen before, just utilized in different ways, really. So we continue on. Man, this reminds me of Wind Waker swinging on the lanterns and the ropes and stuff. And guess what? I sucked at it. I sucked at it, man. I sucked. Gotta whack the bees off a little bit.
Looks very strong, Tack.
Yeah, I got that. Holy... Okay. Don't you disrespect my goat bullet storm.
But it is covered in moss and very slippery. Be careful.
Oh yeah, incredibly slippery. Oh, dude, I played this before in Fall Guys. Oh, I'm goated. For a pear. You should just grow a pear instead. We finish off the level by getting to the entrance of JB's house, only to find that he needs help.
What's going on?
They've stuck me to the wall. I think one of them wants to eat my face.
Hold on, JB.
How are you talking to
We'll
him,
be
bro?
right there.
Honestly, this level was pretty lackluster. We did end up getting another JuJu power, but honestly, I'm not going to use it anyway, so I didn't mention it. Anyhow, we continue on into JB's house. And goddamn, he has an entire planetarium inside his house. What the actual fuck? JB's kind of got it going.
JB has a thing for a type of JuJu he calls technology.
Jubulba actually sounds like he's absolutely pissed that his brother is thriving, which is just crazy. So in this level, the idea is that there are switches that will perform some sort of function, such as powering a bridge, but that will only hold true as long as they have power. And the pipes that are supplying this power have this gunk over it that prevents the power from flowing. We also find out that JB has literal cannons, which is also nuts if you consider that my greatest weapon is a wooden stick. We use these cannons to solve one of the most classic puzzles in existence.
Use the cannon to hit the switches on that big thingamajig.
Thank you for the appropriate name, Jubulba. Wouldn't be able to do without you. And we use them to help clean JB's balls. I bet he just wanted us to come in and do all this fucking cleaning for him, basically. Yeah, and I just can't aim it worth two shits, honestly. I feel like I'm like aiming at it, the goop or whatever, and then it just goes completely like 5 yards above it. Then I got stuck on this part for 5 minutes.
Ooh, what could be coming out of that egg?
Dude, stop making those sounds, man.
My.
I think I'm clearly forgetting about something. But if I knew what it was, I wouldn't be forgetting about it. I don't get it. What am I supposed to do? Until I realize my bolas exist. Hard living in a society that we have today, being such a moron. I'm so ahead of the game, ahead of the curve. I'm no longer a moron. Well, you know. Once we get back around, we find out that these little purple guys are actually what is causing all of this nasty gunk. So naturally, we solve the problem and keep cleaning. Look at that. Oh, come on, money shot. Let's go. Once we finish with that part, we continue on while we complete both our janitorial and genocidal duties. And then we get to the best room of the level. Oh my god. All right. Well, fuck you guys. What the hell is this? Yep, so basically in this room, there is a purple guy that spawns behind us that will kill the power to the cannon, while simultaneously, I need to get the power through the pipes in order to open the door on the other side. Yeah, I went a bit crazy. Go crazy. Go crazy, man. Go fucking crazy. Okay. Go too crazy. Holy shit. This is gonna give me an aneurysm. I'm already having one, actually. Now, watching the footage back, I see there is this ledge up here that I was probably supposed to go on and use that cannon to destroy some of the nests so that it is a bit easier. But instead, I just locked in. So I had to hit it just perfectly. Okay, I got it. Please, for the love of God, get me through this. Get me through it. Oh, I did it. Oh my god. Then we gotta clean yet another fucking ball. And man, if you can't tell, I was getting fed up with this shit. Oh, and there's none of them over here. What a beautiful sight to behold. What the fuck are you doing over here, huh? Huh, bud? Oh, I gotta play tower defender now? Do you guys even have families? I bet you don't. I bet they fucking abandoned you. Truly only the face a mother could love, huh? What's the saying? I'd rather kill 1,000,000 to let one free that might be innocent. I don't even care if any of you are innocent. You can all fucking die. Even if you come out into the world and your one job is to shoot one piece of dirt on this sphere, I would rather... No, don't do it. Piece of shit. You better not be gooping. Get gooped on. Float up a little bit more, buddy. Come a little closer. That will be the last one. Let's go. And with that, we are finally finished. I make the decision to save the game before we head into the last room, where we find JB plastered to yet another spherical object. In this last room, we have multiple cannons placed around the room, and our job is to get rid of all of the nests on the ceiling so that we can destroy the gunk that is holding JB hostage. Oh, he's alive. JB, my man. Now we finally get to talk to JB. As it turns out, his name is literally Jaboba's brother, JB, which, man, that sucks. I mean, the whole game, Jaboba has been constantly throwing shade at JB, yet he doesn't even have his own name, really. It also turns out that JB has never heard of any such princess or even the dream JuJu, which is that ball of light that's been guiding us. He hooks us up to this machine so that they will be able to see into the dream realm, and then he puts us to sleep.
Sleep now!
So this is where the first stream ended, and although we seem close to the end, I think we're probably closer to like a 3/4 point, honestly. So far, despite the minor annoyances here and there, I've honestly been having a blast with the game. Most of this does come from the humor, the music, and the overall vibe of the game, and honestly, it definitely contributed to the fun that I was streaming it over on twitch.tv/AdmiralAnteater. But hey, it was a good time nonetheless. Anyway, we start the next stream with the Dream Guardian fight. Honestly, this fight is pretty easy. The first phase is reminiscent of the Helmarok King from Wind Waker, except it feels quite impossible to die. Even if you miss a jump when he destroys the path in front of you, Tak still grabs the ledge so you don't fall down. Then once you get to the top, we see this sick cutscene. Ooh, the bull is going crazy. Oh, he hits the wings. And now we are in phase 2, where we are free-falling through the air, space, some dimensional rift. I honestly have no idea where we are. But we're free-falling through it, and we are trying to dodge both his breath and the debris that are falling towards us. Also, we have some sick music playing. Okay, I need to watch out for that big rock. Jeez. I end up dying once as I'm getting used to the patterns that he has, but on my second try, we are able to handily win the fight and figure out what the hell is going on. Oh, and the princess.
I know you don't know how to thank me. That's okay. I'm glad you're free, and I really hope that...
Oh, I do know how to thank you.
You do?
I do.
What?
You know, you smell funny.
Actually, I stink.
What the fuck?
Pins and needles? What is this, Dream JuJu?
Tak, remember when I told you that you would learn something about yourself?
Yeah?
I'm gay?
What you just learned is...
Oh shit, my webcam's on.
an idiot!
We discover that our entire quest was actually a ploy from Tlaloc, the evil shaman from the first game. He has been parading himself around as the Dream JuJu in order to steal the Staff of Dreams. Luckily, we fight his pinchmen, Pins and Needles, for the staff, and it ends up splitting in two. We get the Staff of Dreams, and they get the Staff of Nightmares. All three of us get teleported back to the Planetarium, where they run off, and we chase after them. On our way out, we hit our head and get knocked out once again.
Ow!
Also, by the way, I did do this stream around Halloween if you're curious for some reason. This time we wake up to the Moon JuJu, and she's actually giving us a power-up. We have to choose a spirit animal to enhance our powers. There are 4 choices that she gives us.
Jaguar, Piranha, Dragon, Eagle.
Which one would you pick, Moon JuJu?
The choice is pretty obvious, Tak. You'd be a fool and a total idiot loser not to choose the...
What? The what? Hello? Moon JuJu?
Well, I think the choice is pretty clear. Obviously, I go with Piranha. I'm just kidding. I choose Dragon and we get teleported away. The next level is another one that doesn't really have anything particularly special about it, other than our new power. We just continue to chase after Pins and Needles while battling Woodies along the way. Eventually, we come to this cave where there are a bunch of dark traps that we need to avoid, but honestly, that was pretty easy as well. The last room that we enter is a dark room where there are 2 shamans on ledges that we have to kill, and then we just take out the rest of the Woodies. Pretty simple. To finish the level, we summon the giant Misunderstanding, and I literally mean the giant known as Misunderstanding, and get them to open a rift so that we can continue to follow Pins and Needles. Before we continue, we do get a glimpse back into the flower fields outside of JB's house.
Hey, where'd everybody go?
Hey, I'm right here, guy. Where are we going?
I'm off to save a princess named Tlaloc. You're like one of the undead, right? You want to tag along?
Wow. Could I, Your Highness? I mean, I've never partied with royals!
Let's party on.
They've got to be my favorite characters by far. We are in now one of my favorite parts of the game, and if you can't tell, that's sarcasm. Essentially, we are following pins and needles through these rifts, which is some of the most brain-dead shit ever. You just keep following the trail forward or backwards, I guess? I don't know what to call it, but you can't really see where you're going, so you just avoid what you can see and keep moving. Now, this doesn't sound too bad, but the problem is with how the back half of the game is designed. For these last levels, essentially what we do is we are running around to collect 20 rift shards, and then taking the rift to keep following those two fucks from the movie 9. This means that we have to repeat this exact same process another 2 times, despite how boring it is. For me, it just leaves a lot to be desired, and I feel like there was a more clever or creative way to have made these rifts more engaging and fun. So for the future rifts, I'm just going to keep it pretty short. Here begins the home stretch. Like I just said, we need to collect 20 of these rift pieces to keep the chase alive. With that being said, we do get a new ability from these 2 JuJu spirits. Let's go, I got a dumpy. Dumpy for Halloween.
But if Tack is that big, they'll see him coming from miles away. I think he'd prefer to be a squirrel.
Well, I think he'd prefer to be a bear.
Hey, squirrel!
Me as fuck.
Squirrel!
Me as fuck.
Good enough. I really
I'm looking for that Mewtwo build, you know what I'm saying? That's right, we get the ability to turn into either a bear or a squirrel, as long as we find the appropriate totem. Off we go to find out what these animal forms can do while we look for more rift shards.
By pressing the X button.
Dude, I'm a fucking gremlin of a squirrel. What the fuck is this? I'm a flying squirrel! Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, I can make this for sure. For sure. I absolutely cannot make this. I'm still not making it. I'm not even close to making it. Fuck me, man. We also find out that there are certain rift shards that are actually portals that take us to an arena in the Dream Realm where once we defeat all of the enemies there, we earn a whopping 3 rift shards, which is pretty sweet. Let's go. Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm going way too fast. Holy shit. Vamonos. Why is he sitting like that? He also is going so goddamn fast. Ah. Good thing he has enough cushion for this shit, I guess. Oh, shit. What is that? Oh my god, I just one-shot all of them. I think Dragon Power was the one to go with. Like, what would I get for even Eagle Power or whatever? The level is going incredibly well until we hit the wall known as 18 Rift Shards. I literally got here and then wandered around for 10 plus minutes, revisiting literally every place on the map before I finally spot the ledge that I had missed at the very beginning. Oh, what's that though? Oh, what's that though? Oh, yeah, fuck you. I proceed to go up there and gather my last few rift shards, which summons the portal back at the start. But I also discover that this level has more than 20 rift shards, which is nice to know, especially for the future levels. I continue looking around in this top area for just a little bit to satisfy my curiosity before I head back to where the rift opened. And that is where my descent into madness starts. While looking around for the rift, I control my camera in such a perfect way that I don't end up seeing it. And then because of this, I head back up to that ledge and finish collecting the rest of the rift shards despite clearly having at least 20 of them. After that, I head back to the start once more looking for that damn portal. Oh, bitch. If I just missed it when I was down here in the first place, I'm gonna kill myself. We head into the rift, which is indeed another rift before we continue on to the next area. The next level is Hotfoot Springs, where we have to collect another 20 rift shards. First things first, we go get the tiki and summon flora and fauna to get access to 2 new animals, a boar and a frog. The frog grants us the ability to use dragonflies as grapple points, and we can traverse the water without gators killing us, whereas the boar grants us the ability to run through both enemies and walls. We utilize both of these transformations to make our way around the level, collecting different rift shards. The level flies by, and I honestly enjoy it quite a bit. There aren't really any shenanigans that happen, and there's not really a lot for me to speak on, so I guess we'll just move on to the next one. Once we get our last rift shard, we make our way to the portal to continue on, where we go into the rift to discover, once again, it is another rift. and we use it to get to the next level. We are now in the Wanderlands. This level is by far the hardest one, despite the goal being the same as usual. They place several of the hardest enemies in multiple different locations. The enemies in the Dream Realm arenas are just fucked, straight up. Cool. I was like, oh man, I wish I was fighting 3 of these guys that shot the beams all at the same move. And it is really not clear where exactly you are supposed to go to find all the rift shards. I ended up spending upwards of 30 minutes running around like a chicken with its head cut off, not really managing to do much of anything. Eventually, I managed to get the last rift shard, then we head back to the portal before we get a little bit of a curveball here. What the fuck is wrong with my arms? What the fuck?
Catch the rift, Tack!
Catch the rift? Yeah, so we are chasing down the rift portal while pins and needles are shooting magic at us. The magic itself does basically nothing, but while chasing them, we need to use each animal form to run through an obstacle course. We start as a boar, running and jumping through a cave, then we turn into a frog and fly across this cavern. Next, we become a squirrel and glide through another cave before becoming a bear to slide down this rock formation before we change back into a frog for a single jump, and then into a squirrel for a final little glide section before changing back into tack, where we are free falling through the air while trying to fall into the portal. Holy shit, what a level. That last little part was a bit of a gauntlet, but honestly, I liked it quite a bit. The rest of the level can suck my nuts though, for real. Anyhow, after finishing that nightmare, we enter the Dream Realm, or the Rift River. I'm about to go do my own water level and take a piss. My god. It's what it feels like when it's 2 a.m. and you're pissing. To be a kidney stone in a river of piss. What a life. That's what Tack's living right now. You know, this feels like I'm like learning, you know, like, to go fast, you must go slow. Hold back your inner urges, and you'll discover what true peace is. I just want to be done with this. I want to discover true peace. I cannot believe that I have not fallen off yet. I need to shut my damn mouth. But holy shit. How did I not fall off that entire time? Okay, let me just blow up my... Yeah, for real. If I had these controls on Rainbow Road, I'd be doubly fucked than more what I am. What? Is that English? What am I supposed to do? Fuck it, full send. I don't know how that worked. Okay. Okay, yep. This is not making me motion sick at all. Nope. This is like normal. Oh, fuck, what are we doing? Who put this here? Who pissed this road? Some guy's got a wicked stream. You should go talk to him. Fuck it. I may be a man, but no hole can tempt me here. Come on! Okay, I'm still in it. I'm still in the river of piss. And there are a bunch of holes just throwing themselves at me. That's crazy. It's gonna be a crazy proposition here. What if I just hit the gas on those holes? Would that be insane? Like, it's like, oh man, I really hope I don't fall into any of these. Oh my god, it's working. I'm learning. Let's fucking go! What a fucking level. I'm just glad I finished it with at least 3 brain cells intact. Get it? Like, intact. We finally catch up to pins and needles, and luckily we are able to bait them into fighting us so they stop running off. In this fight, the camera is locked to this specific perspective and proceeds in phases. The first phase involves them teleporting around the circle, shooting magic at us until we are able to land a few hits. Then, the second phase, they summon nightmare creatures that we need to defeat before we smack them a few more times, which begins phase 3. In that phase, they summon a bunch of clones that walk around and are explosive. So all we have to do is launch some magic into the center of them, they all blow up, and then we smack both pins and needles until we win the fight. You would think that after we win the fight, we just pick up the Staff of Nightmares and that would be the game, right? Well, unfortunately, Locke and Bones show up at that exact moment.
There is no princess.
Don't fool yourself. Of course there is. Why else would we come all this way? Well, I guess it's up to me to rescue her and perhaps take her as my bride.
Oh, me too!
You guys ever seen Smosh? This reminds me of The Chosen. And perhaps take her as my bride.
No!
So yeah, Locke hands Tlaloc the Staff of Nightmares, and then we have to go clean up his mess. Classic. Tlaloc summons an army of sheep, that do absolutely nothing. We make quick work of them, smacking them off the edge before we smack Tlaloc off the edge. We think we have defeated him, but then we get dragged into the Dream Realm for yet another phase. This time, both Tlaloc and Tak use their staves to become Dream Guardians before they have a good old-fashioned game of dodgeball. Ah, I got it now. I gotta hold down while I... Ooh, look at the moves, look at the moves. Gotta catch it. Play roll. I played some MLB back in my day. Got a lot of health though, bro. Boom. Oh wait, he dodged it. Wow, look at the moves on that guy. Ooh, but look at the hand on me though. Ooh, a little dodgy dodge you just got going there. Ooh, you can't dodge that though when I throw a fucking dime like that. What? How did you dodge that? How did you dodge that? Come on, dude. One more. Watch out for me, bro. I'm lethal. I'm lethal from 3. From 3! Wait, what? He has more health? Dead. A heat-seeking missile just hit him right in the fucking chest. Finally, we beat Tlaloc a second time, then we were able to give the Dream Guardian their staff back and return to the real world. A job well done.
Your quest is over, Tak.
That's the game! We beat it! Nice! Mr. Tak's wark, mostly wood. Oh no. Oh no. Unfortunately, we do get blue-balled and we have yet another fight against Tlaloc. This last fight is pretty complicated, so let me break it down. Essentially, Tlaloc takes our friends hostage and places them around the edge of the arena. Each of them have their own health bar, and while they are floating there, Tlaloc shoots magic at each of them, slowly depleting their health bar. Oh, and by the way, if any health bars hit 0, we lose the entirety of the fight and have to start over. So, what we have to do is switch bodies with them so that they stop taking damage from Tlaloc's magic, and then kill the nightmare creatures that he summons. During this time, Tlaloc is invulnerable, and we have to face a wave of nightmare creatures as each character. Once we do this, we initiate Phase 2. In this phase, our friends get brought into the arena on these weird symbols. Tlaloc will summon nightmare creatures in the middle of the arena, and they will target one of the people on the symbols. Once we kill a few of them, Tlaloc comes after us, which makes him vulnerable. After hitting him, we repeat this cycle a few more times until we walk away with a victory. Once we beat his ass, we find out in the end cutscene that apparently this entire game was just a dream, and we carry on with our lives.
But was it all just a dream? It seems so real, Jaboba.
Yes. Why don't you tell us all about it on the way back to the village?
What a game from start to finish. And while I entered with basically no expectations, I had a lot of fun, and it exceeded anything that I could have anticipated. The setting, the writing, the music, the characters, I mean, all of it was great. The weakest part of it was honestly the gameplay, and that's kind of to be expected with a game from 2003. I don't know, it just felt tacky. So, with all of that being said, I will put this on the reality check ranking, the RCR if you will, at rank 1. Out of 1. I appreciate everyone that stuck around till now. If you liked the video, then you should leave a like, as that does really help me. And if you're interested in seeing the ranking fill out a little bit more, then you should subscribe to catch my future videos. Anyway, thanks for watching, peeps. Take it easy, and I'll catch you guys next time. Deuces!